I used to view myself as terrible, nothing, insecure, never going to be better. These beliefs were kind of taught to me over time, if that makes sense. My constant social media use, my constant giving in to other people who I didn't want to be around, my constant alcohol, my constant whatever it is. I viewed myself in this light, and it was taught to me, even from school and all this, it was taught to me, and you're around that the whole time. You can't amount to this thing, you can't do this thing, you can't do that. And you view yourself as that, and these beliefs are taught and ingrained in you on a deeper level. And we forget that we can kind of teach ourselves out of these beliefs, if that makes sense. Let's say you start listening to books on bettering yourself and improving yourself, and content on improving yourself and bettering yourself. That's going to have an amazing effect on you and what you can achieve and the person you could be. But if you don't do that, and you don't try to teach yourself out of these thoughts, it's going to be hard to break out of that. And it's a weird thing. I was listening to an audiobook this morning, and it was saying about this, and I didn't even truly think of that, you know? I didn't even truly think of that. And it's almost like I've taught myself out of this past year, where I've taught myself about these limiting beliefs of where I hate myself and where I don't like myself, and I'm truly proud of myself. And it's beautiful for me as a person, because now I'm grateful and happy for the things I do. But if I didn't teach myself about these beliefs, or if I didn't try to break out, I would be an absolute shell of myself. I'd be more depressed, more sad, more upset, like I was before. It'd just be worse. And now I'm grateful and happy for all these experiences. But what I want for you lot to do is understand, where do my beliefs stem from? Where do your beliefs stem from? Even get your journal out. Where do my beliefs stem from? What place does this stem from? Because a lot of times you're taught these beliefs. Maybe it's by people, maybe it's socially, maybe it's wherever it is. And it hurts you, and it takes away from you your whole life. I know people who's dealing with insecurities their whole life, who are a lot older than me, and they never get over them insecurities. And you truly think that you could break out of that a little bit, you know? You could do better in that thing, you could do better in that, but they just don't see the vision, and they don't see it in themselves. And a lot of beliefs are taught, and if you constantly give into these same things, ultimately you're going to strengthen them beliefs. But if you break out of that and understand the power of your mind, the power of yourself, you're going to be able to get out of that vision and out of that self and out of that view of yourself in the world. And that's what I want for you lot, man. That's what I want for you lot. I want you lot to have that belief and that gratitude in yourself that you can achieve more, because you can achieve more. You don't even know how much potential you have. And it's a beautiful thing overall when you start to understand your potential, because if you have no potential, your life is shit. If you don't believe you have any potential or anything, your life kind of loses meaning and loses things. And if there's no challenge every day, you kind of lose meaning. And that's why I feel like a lot of people are depressed. They just do the same things that don't have any meaning, you know? And don't allow them to get better. And you can't blame them in a sense, because it's like, that's feeding their families, that's allowing them to live. Let's say they do a job they don't really like. That's allowing them to live. And that's okay, man. That's okay. That's noble in itself. But on an overall level, you wouldn't be surprised why you get depressed and sad at that stage, you know? You wouldn't be surprised then, would you? Because you won't get any true fulfillment out of a lot of stuff you do. If that makes sense, apart from maybe doing some cocaine and doing some drugs, you know what I mean? That sounds bad, but on a real level, I've seen a lot of people in that cycle. Like, pretty much a large percentage of people I know are in that cycle. And that's crazy to say. All around my age, they're in that cycle of just working a week, drugs, cocaine, weekend. You know what I mean? And it's one of these things where they kind of lose meaning in their life, and you can feel it in them, that sadness a little bit, and that little bit of misery. They can hide it, they can mask it, but you know it's under there. But they never truly address the certain things in themselves, and they never have that true belief that they can better themselves. And a lot of beliefs we have are taught over time. And I want you lot to just break out of that beliefs. Start listening to audiobooks, start bettering yourself, start working on yourself, gym, get out in nature. Nature is a beautiful thing for your mental health. Nature is a beautiful thing, and it allows you to truly allow yourself to grow, if that makes sense. And it's a beautiful thing for yourself. There's so many things you could do. Journal about yourself. That's what I've been doing. It makes you feel so introspective and understand where certain areas stem from, and you can almost reverse a lot of the pain you're feeling, because you can understand it in a different light, and that's going to have an amazing effect on you. And that's the overall message in this video. Thank you for love recently. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.